had our baby. We had our Asher. And I am so in love with him. So, before I get into the details, here's our favorite pictures from the first 24 hours after he has been here. Okay, so here's how everything was supposed to happen compared to what happened. I was supposed to be induced on January 21st at 5 o'clock in the morning. A little boy decided he was not going to wait until then. I ended up going into labor with him naturally at 1:45 a.m. that morning. I didn't know it was labor right off the bat, but about 15 minutes into it, I kind of figured it out. So I woke Andy up. We were originally going to get up at 3. I woke him up at about 2:15 and told him that I was pretty sure I was in labor. We got a shower before we left because I wanted to take a shower before I went to the hospital. And the contractions were definitely getting more intense. They started off 5 minutes apart. If I was having contractions before it, I slept through them. So we get to the hospital about 3:30 in the morning, and I was already 4 centimeters, which is great, right? You know, like first time on, everything's going well. I was able to basically walk in and get the epidural because the contractions I were having were so intense, and they were in my back. Like I was having back labor, where it felt like I was having the same pain as I did whenever I fractured my back. So I got the epidural. The anesthesiologist team was amazing, and I'd say within about a half hour, give or take, you know, like I really wasn't feeling too much pain anymore. So we got that done. I was able just to kind of relax a little bit. You know, they would come in, they would check on me at about 20 to 7 in the morning, I believe, so like 6:40. They broke my water, and I was 7 centimeters, so it wasn't too bad of a process. And then at 12:18, after an hour and 20 minutes of pushing, we had our little boy. So my whole labor, from the time I woke up with contractions to delivering Asher, was about 10 and a half hours. So overall, it really wasn't bad, considering, like they said, a lot of first-time moms will push for 3 hours, so I cut that in half. And then I guess a lot of times first-time moms will be in labor for like 24 hours, where I basically cut mine in half with that too. And I'm sorry because I don't have my tripod here. I'm using my hands and I'm shaky. So there's that. We are still at the hospital. It's currently January 23rd. And Asher has some jaundice that they have been concerned about. So he's been in like what I'm calling a little baby sauna for the last 24, 25, 26, 27, almost 28 hours. And basically, we can take him out to feed him every 2 to 3 hours. And then he has to go back in his little incubator. And then another 2 to 3 hours, we can do it again. So, it kind of sucks, but it's helping him. And it's not that he's like super, super jaundice either. Like it's not bad at all. But because of where he is and because of his age and everything of the sort, they're trying to get him in like the normal range, even though he's really isn't like too far off from that. So we are thinking that we will hopefully be discharged sometime tomorrow. And he's just so cute. Like, I love him to death. I never thought I could ever love someone as much as I do, like after you just first meet them. And he's my whole world. He is our whole world and everything. And I can't wait to be home with him and introduce him to Pain and Panic. And it's been so much fun. Aside from that, he is perfectly healthy. He weighed 7 pounds 6 ounces. He was 19 inches long. And he is just the cutest little thing. I will show you here in a minute. I'll show you him. But I can't help it. Like, I keep looking over at him. Like, oh my God. I love being a mom already. And breastfeeding has been going good. Like, he'll latch one time, he'll have issues another time, but then he's like back at it a third time. So it's kind of like every other one is whenever he's drinking more. So I think I'm going to decide to maybe pump a little bit while I'm here and see if that'll help. But we've been giving him some formula too, so like I'll try to get him to latch. If he doesn't drink a lot or it's just not like going well because he's frustrated, then like we'll give him some formula. Make sure he has a full little belly. But he's so cute. I'm really gonna love parenthood. And Andy's still here with me. He's just kind of out of it at the moment. So he hasn't left my side. And he has seriously been like the best support I have ever had. Like, I honestly probably wouldn't have been able to get through labor without him. Like, he has been like such an amazing person, which, I didn't have any doubts. I married him. But he was there every step of the way. Every time I needed something, he was always there. The nurses here are fantastic. I mean, just everything with Jefferson Hospital and their maternity ward and the postpartum rooms and everything, and like their staff. There's not one bad person or one thing that I would have changed about any of this. Except the fact that we could have went home after 24 hours. But it's not about going home. It's about making sure Asher is perfectly healthy and happy, and he's going to be because he's already is. So that's our journey. And I can't wait to share more about all of this with you. I know I mentioned how I'm going to have chemo 2 weeks after I delivered. So I'll start that back up February 5th. And I'm hoping that this round is going to be like my first round was. And I will be able to get some workout videos posted for you since I can do that now. And basically like a big, huge body transformation from going from my pregnancy body back down to pre-pregnancy. So I'll have different workouts, different exercises that you can do, mostly from home because I will be going through chemo and like COVID's still out there, so I'm really not chancing anything. And I definitely don't want to bring anything home to Asher either. So it'll be a lot of home workouts, a lot of stuff that if you have equipment you can use. If you don't, you can still do the same thing too. So be on the lookout for those, hopefully within the next couple weeks. And that's about it. Hold on, here's our baby. So here's this little incubator. We are able to interact with him. We can open up the doors that you kind of see like here. Like those will open up. They have them all around the glass. It's hard to see because of the lighting, but that is called phototherapy. So it's basically like UV lights, and it's supposed to help with a bilirubin that causes jaundice. The whole thing is nice and warm. Because it needs to be directly on his skin, he's only allowed to wear a diaper in there. He has to wear the mask over his eyes just to protect them. And because he was constantly scratching at it and trying to remove it, we did put mittens on his hands. That was acceptable. And we didn't want him scratching his face or pulling his little mask off. But he seems to be enjoying it for the most part. You know, right now you can see he's sleeping. He's so calm. He's our baby. Like, we love him so much. And you guys better get used to me saying, like, I love him so much, because it's the honest to God truth. And I don't have any other way to express that. Like, I just love him. He loves the sound of both of our voices. He absolutely loves cuddling up with us and holding our fingers. He does not like being cold, and he does not like being hungry. So needless to say, he definitely takes after his mother so far. But he really looks like his father. I mean, he's like this little spitting image of Andy. And I think that's adorable. I just can't stop looking at him. I'm sorry, guys. Like, my eyes keep trailing off from the camera. But as far as the staff goes with Andy too, I mean, like, they've been fantastic. If he wanted to, he can always leave to go get some food. But Dietary has been sending food up for him whenever they send my meals. So he's eating already. And it's actually really good food. Like, immediately after delivery, I was able to eat, and they brought me up some chicken stir fry. And then I had a burger, a big breakfast. You know, like, there's so much to pick from. And it's pretty cool. Like, their food is actually really good considering it's hospital food. And Andy's even said the same thing. But that's what's going on in our lives. And I really can't wait to share, like, motherhood with all of you. I love it. I can't even imagine my life without him anymore. You know, like, it's so weird to think about how our lives were before he was even with us. You know, I really feel like our little family is now complete. But that's the update from the hospital. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I'm sure there will be many, many more videos to come. So stay on the lookout for that. I will more than likely kind of like post about like different parenting hacks that I came across, or things that I'm doing that seems to work that might not be what some people think of, or maybe it is, you know, who knows? I don't know. I'm new to this whole thing. But I'm so excited to share this journey with you. And I'm really looking forward to it. So, like every other video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media, and as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.